Pulers, have you guys heard about the recent news in allowing Balde to leave the club in the summer transfer window? If not, then drop a follow and let's tune in. So to understand this, we gotta take it back a little bit. Barcelona have been trying to strengthen their squad. They have a lot of problems in the back line and also in the front line. They've been looking at top quality strikers such as Julian Alvarez and also top quality center backs such as Bastoni. But the problem is that if they want to sign two top quality players who cost a lot of money, they're gonna have to sell some as well. And at this moment, Deco's favorite option to leave the club is Balde. The reasons could vary, but here are my top two reasons for why Barcelona may be more prone to sell Balde on top of anybody else. Number one, if it isn't clear, Balde is highly injury prone. Last season, thanks be to God, he didn't experience a single injury, but the season before that one with Xavi Hernandez, he was actually out for some time due to a hamstring injury, the same thing that just happened recently. And the second one, which I think is the most important one, is that Balde hasn't necessarily been improving his game. He's a good player overall, good defender, good at passing the ball, but when it comes to the offensive side, Balde hasn't necessarily helped Barcelona at all. This season, the only assist that I can truly recall is the one that he gave to Ferran Torres against Atletico de Madrid in La Liga at the Camp Nou. Other than that, I literally don't remember a single thing that he's done for Barcelona in terms of numbers this season. In comparison, for example, Cancelo just arrived at the club, and I can think of multiple occasions where Cancelo has made the difference for Barcelona, the most recent one against Newcastle. He dribbled 3 players before providing the pass that led up to the penalty. I'm not saying that Balde is a bad player at all, but I do think that this decision for Barcelona to be open to his sell might actually be good for him. If he wishes to stay at Barcelona, he needs to improve his game, and so far he hasn't really done that. So I hope that these news make him reflect so that he can make a comeback for Barcelona and end up staying. Otherwise, we might be looking at literally replacing him with Cucurella. Please drop a follow and let me know what you think. He played 100 minutes against Atletico de Madrid. Then he played 90 minutes at the San Mamés, finalizing with an additional 90 minutes at the St. James Park in one of the toughest stadiums in Europe. And somehow Lamine Yamal has only needed 1 day of rest and he's back for Barcelona. This kid is remarkable, but honestly, I'm worried. It is remarkable that Lamine Yamal at the age of 18 can play you 3 full consecutive matches against top teams. We're talking Atletico de Madrid, Athletic Club de Bilbao, and Newcastle. Teams who are known to play at a high intense level. But for Lamine Yamal to really only take 1 day off from training with Barcelona, for him to be fully back recovered and ready for Sevilla, is simply out of this world. But now here's the thing that truly worries me. I don't want Barcelona to make the exact same mistake that they made before with Pedri. Because regardless of how extraordinary it is that Lamine Yamal can play you 3 consecutive games and only need 1 day of rest, we simply cannot afford getting him injured. He's a human too, and therefore needs some rest. I agree that this weekend's game against Sevilla is going to be a tough one. But regardless of the fact, Lamine Yamal needs to be rested, bro. I don't know how Hansi Flick is gonna do it, but Lamine Yamal simply cannot play a whole nother 90 minutes and then 3 days later play another 90 minutes against Newcastle in the second leg of the Champions League. It is simply too much. The kid needs to rest. But at the same time, Sevilla are a team that like to play on a low block and will play counter-attacking football against Barcelona. It will not be easy, meaning that Hansi Flick is going to have a difficult task this Sunday. It is not going to be an easy match, especially when we need to rest multiple players, including Lamine Yamal. For now though, Lamine Yamal is back fully recovered, but he needs some rest. Please drop a follow and let me know what you think. Huh? What do you mean to tell me that Barcelona are interested in signing Pedro Neto from Chelsea? What are we honestly doing at this point, brothers? Like, what are we actually doing? Look, I'm not trying to disrespect Pedro Neto. He's a decent player at Chelsea. He's won, obviously, some couple titles with them. But come on, Barca. Come on. If these news are actually true and you guys are genuinely interested in signing Pedro Neto as a winger to Barcelona for the next season, what are you guys doing in that room, in that sporting room? What's going on in there? Have we forgotten that we're still trying to sign Marcus Rashford? We already have Rafinha, the best player in the world, and even Rooney as a backup. Why are we pursuing another winger? The main option should be a natural number 9 striker for Barcelona in the summer, not a winger. What are we doing wasting our time looking at Pedro Neto? Again, no disrespect to Pedro Neto. He's a decent player. I'm not too familiar with him, but I've seen him play a couple times. He's a rapid and decent player overall, bro. Like, he's not a bad player, but it's just not what Barcelona need right now. If that's the case, then we might as well go on and scout other wingers such as Olise or Luis Diaz, even Messi himself, bro. I don't know. Like, they're just options that Barcelona do not necessarily need. We need a striker, brothers, not a winger. So please, let's stop wasting our time in these negotiations. My goodness. Drop a follow and let me know what you think. Luis Diaz is literally one of the most underrated wingers in the world, and nobody talks about it. This season alone, Luis Diaz has produced 40 GA in 43 games across all competitions, bro. More than any other winger in the world. More than even Lamine Yamal, who we Barcelona fans tend to praise a lot. I think that Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world. On a basis of a pure talent, in my opinion, he's the best winger. He's the best player in the world. But I cannot shy away from the fact that what Luis Diaz is doing for Bayern Munich is also worthy to be talked about. These were his numbers on March 6th, nearly almost 2 weeks ago now. 33 GA on March the 6th. Fast forward a couple days, maybe 10 plus days. A week later, this brother has 40 GA. He has contributed 7 GA in the matter of a week for Bayern Munich. And of course, one of the biggest concerns for Barca fans is whether Barcelona should have signed Luis Diaz instead of Marcus Rashford. Look, in the end, bro, paying 80 million euros for 40 GA at this stage in the season, we're still in March, we're not even in mid-March yet. For 80 million euros, I don't know about you guys, but I think that would have been worth it. Now look, I'm still happy with Rashford, but I can't lie to you guys, I would have loved to see Luis Diaz in a Barcelona jersey. What a player that he is, bro. I'm telling you, he's gonna make a case as well for the Ballon d'Or. Please drop a follow and let me know what you think. They have finally made their decision. Barcelona have finally decided what player they will be signing in the summer transfer market. And let me tell you this, it is not who we expected. You see, recently Barcelona have been undecided as to what position they want to favor in the summer transfer market, either a striker or a center back. But after countless hours of debate, Barcelona finally decided that the position they want to favor, that they need to favor, is the striker position, resulting in an overall consensus that they will be signing a natural number 9 striker. But of course, the big question is, who will they be signing? Many people have pointed the finger at Julian Alvarez. Others have mentioned Harry Kane. Still others, Dusan Vlahovic, Hamza, Etae Young. But what if I told you that none of these players are actual options for Barcelona? Julian Alvarez is too expensive. Harry Kane's release clause expires before the summer. Laporta confirms that Barcelona are not in talks with Dusan Vlahovic. Hamza has only played 2 matches with Barcelona's athletic team. And Etae Young simply does not have the profile to give Barcelona that security in the front line. The only option left is Victor Osimhen. Worth at only 75 million euros according to Transfer Market, Barcelona could be potentially getting one of the best strikers and most underrated strikers in Europe. He has everything that Barcelona need in a natural number 9 striker. He has the height, he has the speed, he has the IQ. Like, imagine Lamine Yamal dribbles 2 to 3 players and then provides an outside of the boot pass to the far post, and seeing Victor Osimhen jump as high as he can to header that ball in a Champions League final. What more do we want? None of these other players are genuine options for Barcelona. The most realistic scenario is to sign Victor Osimhen. I truly cannot wait. I cannot wait. Please drop a follow and let me know what you think.